Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick recap video of today's trade. As you can see here, my account value went up $150. I made a trade for $165, but the exchange costs gave me a value of $150 because it cost just under apparently $15 to do a trade. Alright, so what happened throughout my day? There wasn't a whole lot happening. It's not a lot of momentum, so I ended up kind of bouncing around and going to a stock that I probably wouldn't make a lot of money on, but would potentially make a little bit of money on, and or lose a little bit of money on. Luckily for me, it happened to be a gain of $165 worth of a trade, but it added value to my account of $150. So that's good. Good way to start the week. Good way to start Monday, and my weekly challenge. So anyway, I don't see much happening in the market, in what I'm seeing anyway. Not that some stocks didn't go, but I see this one, Nugget. It came up quite a bit through here. Problem is I see that it's at the top of this VWAP line. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong chart. It's at the top of this VWAP line, and it's at the top of the RSI. Demand's still coming up, so that could have given me potential reason to get in the stock. I decided not to there. So then it comes up here and it consolidates. So what's happening? There's consolidation. The market's trying to decide if this is the high point or if it's the low point of what this stock is going to do for the next little bit. So it's either going to A, push higher, make new highs after this consolidation, or it's going to start to reject a little bit. RSI comes down, the demand is leveling out, so you could say maybe it's going to do a slight to the short. Next little bit, it actually decided to go up a little bit more. Let's see what it keeps doing throughout. Goes up a little bit, goes up. So the market's saying, nope, we're still strong. Keep going up. Boom. Then it has a little bit of resistance. And it does this consolidation phase again. So what it was doing here, consolidating, decided to grow. Now it's consolidating again. I'll turn on where my trade ends up being. That way when it comes up, you'll see where I put it. All right. So I decided in this minute that the market was going to say we're going to do a pullback. And I decided that because we're at the top of the RSI, we've been at the top for a little bit, and the RSI is coming in this minute. It's just at the top of it, but in the demand it's showing potentially coming down, and the MACD is showing good resistance, potentially coming down as well. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get in it and I'm going to see what I can do. So I did, and then what does it do? Goes down. So I got in at 69 and came down to a low of 58. I'm like, okay, cool, making some money. And then I decided to get out at 29.58 because I don't want to push my luck. Don't know, it only did a little pullback here, and I don't know where it's going to come down. It could shoot up here again. So I'll take my 165 and I take my gains here. What was scary is shortly after I got in it here, it didn't show up really well in the recap, but it did, boom, pop up here. At one point I was down negative $300 on the day. So I was like, oh no, it's going to do this number right here. And I was like, okay, 30 is going to be my hard stop. Luckily it never got up there, came back down, and because of this I decided to get out here with a $165 gain. I thought that was a good choice for what was going on there. Not a very strong day in the market, or at least for me, and so I got out there. And then we go throughout the day. I started making this video, so I haven't been watching it. And this is where we're at real time. So yeah, I got out, consolidated, decided to come up again. Came up pretty high, 297 or 29.97 as a high. So consolidate, came back up, got to the top, coming back down. And this is where, if you really gutsy. You could make a lot of money in the market because I chose to short it here, did well, waited for consolidation, could have got back in when it made a new high here, and then got in, we'll call it 67, shoot, we'll call it 70. I get in the top of this. Get in at 70 cents, comes up here, starts to come down, and I decide to get out at 86. 70 to 86, 16 cents. That's more than I made here. Only made 10 cents here, so it could have been another $165-ish in positive here. Then I could have decided to go short again because what's the indicator showing? RSI is showing down. In this minute, it's showing to come down here, so you could have started in that candle. And you just follow my line up to see where I'm at and all the way down. So I'm in that minute. RSI is showing down, demand's showing down, MACD is showing down. So a good time to take another short. And then you go short and gain, gosh, 80 to 50-ish cents. You could decide to get out. If you decide to get out in this one, this candle opened at 51, got as high as, gosh, 60. So let's say you decided to get out at 60 because you didn't want it to keep coming up from, we'll call it 75 cents to 50 cents. That's 25 cents gained. You could have really boom, 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 made a lot of money up and down throughout this and been up $800 today or so, just guessing, as you went through here. Anyway, that was a little bit longer of a recap than I wanted to do, but that shows just a couple more things and how to kind of read some charts, what I use to read charts, being the RSI, the demand, and the MACD, just to let me know if it's overbought, underbought, if there's demand in the market for that particular stock I'm looking at, and with the MACD, if it's in an upwards trend or coming down. And so there's lots of things you can learn in the stock in reading charts. That's how I choose to read charts. So yeah, there's that. This potentially, as it's coming down, might not start to show a downtrend. If you look over here in the 5-minute chart, came up and it's doing a huge bit of consolidation through here. So if it breaks big below 29.48, potentially could be a really strong move for bears for the short side. But anyway, feel free to watch this throughout the day and see what you think about it. I'm going to go ahead and stop trading for the day. $165 up in the trade, total of $150 value to my account, and trade again tomorrow. See you tomorrow.